It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight, the Clippers will be going up against Minnesota. For the Timberwolves,
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Last game for the Timberwolves, it was a loss.
Yeah, in a game where offensively they were about as inconsistent as you're ever going to see them.
Definitely an outlier game for them. They are usually much more in control of themselves compared to that match.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Morris is out there with Wiggins. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Mitchell in at the 1 spot. 5 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's Jackson, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Yeah, nice little way to take the early lead.
I see the effort, already pushing the action, trying to establish a presence.
Now, here's Mitchell. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Jackson against Wiggins. Over Jackson. That one a little long. He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Tom Thibodeau had a few minutes to share. He knows they have to dig in on defense. They're facing a really talented offense. He said if those guys get going, we're going to be on the wrong end of some long runs. We have to be disciplined, work together, and make those 2nd, 3rd, and 4th efforts on plays, whatever it takes to get a stop. We'll see if they can get a win in this first matchup between the teams this year. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks as always, David. Well, they know what their toughest job is going to be today.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always hard to go up against a team that can light it up like this. You can't let them hit the ground running.
You know what, Greg, you're right. So many of their games are decided in the first half because their offense starts clicking, they build up a big lead, and just run away and hide.
Well, Steve, you can see it. Some players starting to feel the fatigue of a long season. How much you think is from the travel aspect of being a player in the NBA?
Kevin, I think it's a lot about the travel. The travel is a grind, and I think being able to sleep on planes, that is an art. I couldn't do that, and I think that's where guys are trying to find different ways where they're comfortable getting a lot of rest on planes, but you got to find a way once you get to that city to, I guess, have some discipline where you can stay in, not go out to dinners, and spend a lot of times using that time to recover.
Minnesota with the ball after the basket by Anaheim on the other end. That one drops for him.
And where's the help? Obviously a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Only the first quarter. Guys are getting in a groove, but communication on the defense has to be better.
Now, here's Doncic. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. Nurkic kicks to Morris. McCollum outside. Passes it to Wiggins. Stolen by Jackson.
That's going to drive your coach crazy. Protect the basketball. He lost focus for 1 second. There goes the possession.
Now, here's Doncic, and there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. 54 seconds left in the first. Jackson, the shot missing. And Minnesota now the other way. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Anaheim team.
And they rolled over this team last season, beating them every time they faced off.
Yeah, these two teams haven't changed that much, so I wouldn't be surprised if they run the table on them again.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. Back to Jackson. Stolen by Mitchell. In the corner, it's Morris. Mitchell passes to Morris. It's Nurkic, top of the key. Mitchell right side. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark. This tie game in Anaheim. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen from Anaheim, guys, what do you think?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
Yeah, it's been the defense that has them out in front. But let's see if they can sustain the intensity.
They've got Gallinari. Pirtle is out there with Jackson. Then there's Doncic. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the point guard. And for the Timberwolves, Marcus Morris is out there with Nurkic. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. And it's McCollum in at the 2. Now, here is Gallinari. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 3 on the clock. Jackson kicks to Pirtle. Shoots over Nurkic. Pirtle's shot is off. Minnesota in the lead. Wiggins surveying the floor. Pass to Mitchell. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Jakob Pirtle.
I just don't know how you defend Donovan Mitchell. He's a dangerous offensive player, and he's learning how to get to the free throw line.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And Greg, right out of the gate, Donovan Mitchell seemed like a veteran more than a rookie.
I mean, his professionalism was one of the first things Ricky Rubio noticed about Mitchell. Father played minor league baseball, knows what it takes to succeed in professional sports. And you can just see it in his approach to practice and his commitment to improving his game. Mitchell was already the surprise of that 2017 draft, and I don't think there's any question he's destined to be a star.
Here's Doncic following the bucket by the Timberwolves. 2 points, that one goes.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Mitchell passes to Morris. Back to Mitchell. Here's Wiggins. Here's Nurkic. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Nurkic has got the lead up to 6 now for the Timberwolves.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Outside for Jackson. And here is Doncic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. We're always talking, Steve, about versatility. I guess the ultimate example would be guys who can go to either hand equally well.
Yeah, you have those guys. Kyrie Irving stands out for me. Mike Conley being able to finish with both hands. Then there's some bigs around the basket, DeMarcus Cousins and Anthony Davis. John Wall is pretty good. He finishes a lot of times with dunks. So there's a lot of guys that understand that it's great to have that offhand and you can go to it.
Here's Doncic following the basket by C.J. McCollum. A nice shot by Gallinari.
And no knock on the defense. That's Gallinari imposing his will inside.
To the middle. Here's Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. 8 points for Nurkic.
You know, he had a hot start to this game. He's only gotten hotter. We'll see if the defense makes an adjustment.
Got a piece of it. Mitchell up top. He's coming off a 10-point game again.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Pirtle. Wonderful timing right there. It's amazing. He is on fire here in the second period after going scoreless in the first.
McCollum kicks to Wiggins. The pass to Morris. Now here's Mitchell. Gallinari covering. Now here's Mitchell. Defense right on him. Anaheim trails by 4. Shot on the wing. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
A high percentage look from the mid-range. Might have been surprised that he was so wide open.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. To the inside. And Wiggins with the basket on the assist by Mitchell. Wiggins has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Good job by Mitchell, trusting his teammates. And in turn, that's going to open up opportunities for him.
Now, here's Doncic. He's guarded by McCollum. Here's Gallinari. The baseline J off the mark. And so it's Minnesota with a 6-point lead at the end of the... All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. In the second quarter, they were easily the better team. The points started coming for them in bunches. And that's all we have for now.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Jusuf Nurkic.
Unbelievable the way he dominated that offensive glass in those first two quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
He bullied his way inside for a ton of rebounds, and until they get a body on him, he's just going to keep coming at him.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Anaheim, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Doncic. Then there's Pirtle. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Jackson in at the power forward position. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after the basket by Jusuf Nurkic. Down low. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Jackson.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Yes, in the first minute or so, you knock down a couple of shots, you are in rhythm.
Nailed from three-point land.
You can see there the defender allows himself to get picked.
You know, it's all about effort. Sometimes you're going to get hit on hard screens. You just have to fight through them.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 6.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Now Gallinari following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. Wiggins against Gallinari. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Danilo Gallinari, a 6'10 small forward. Steve, good size for his position, obviously.
Yeah, one concern is on the defensive end. It's his foot speed. But on the offensive end, he uses that size to his advantage. This is where he feels 100% comfortable taking all the free points he can get.
Nurkic kicks to Mitchell. Shoots from 12. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
I'll tell you what, his shot's off, but the rest of the team is on. That's why they're still winning.
Pass to Doncic. Gallinari against Wiggins. 6 to shoot. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That'll be his second foul of the game. And it's the Clippers with the ball. They trail by 7. Now, here's Doncic. He's guarded by McCollum. Just 4 to shoot. That's good from Gallinari on the assist by Doncic. 7 points for Gallinari.
He'll do this to you all day. Gallinari working off the ball, getting the look he wants.
Mitchell passes to Wiggins. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Drops in the layup for 2.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Gallinari outside. Nice open look, but it's no good.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
There's a minute left in the third. The drive by Mitchell. And he uses the glass on the layup. Mitchell's got 6 points.
Donovan Mitchell pushing the basketball down your throat. We know he's going to be aggressive time and time again.
Outside Jackson. He kicks it to Doncic. Tries again. And that's out of bounds. Anaheim will retain possession. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
His lack of consistency with his shot tonight has held him back.
McCollum, no good.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
Here's Doncic. He has 6. Clock at 4. And stolen by Wiggins. And so it's Minnesota holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've played the better. Now let's hear what Coach Tom Thibodeau was reviewing with.
Defensively, make sure we're all game.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Anaheim trails by 8. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got McCollum. Wiggins is out there with Morris. Then there's Jusuf Nurkic, and it's Mitchell in at the guard position. It's good.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
McCollum kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Wiggins. The 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
The dish to Gallinari. Now Jackson. Over Wiggins. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Can't connect from short range.
Well, just think what's happening here. He hasn't found his groove, yet they still hold the lead.
Doncic, no good.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
He wants to help his team, but when you're in position to finish, it's hard to turn that down.
Here's Wiggins. Gallinari with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. He feeds it to Pirtle. Shoots over Nurkic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Can't blame the defense for going on that shot fake. Pirtle is very skilled at doing this.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Yeah, I mean, just wants to make sure everybody's on the same page here going forward.
You know, sometimes the best way to approach it, let your guys know what they're doing well and give them 1 or 2 things that they could have done better.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the break, I heard Tom Thibodeau as he talked with the team. He was very adamant in the huddle. He said, don't let up now. Stay aggressive and do the things that have gotten us this far. We're almost there, guys.
And right there, Donovan Mitchell showing off that confidence. He's quick and he's powerful.
Gallinari against Wiggins. A nice shot by Gallinari.
Anytime you need a bucket, Gallinari looks to provide. Takes a lot of pride in his game.
McCollum finds Wiggins. Here's Mitchell. Gallinari covering. Here's Nurkic. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And the shot is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
His combination of energy and anticipation showing up on the offensive glass.
Gallinari outside. A stupendous finish in traffic. Gallinari's got 4 points now in the quarter.
So much of his offense is perimeter-oriented. Good to see Gallinari attack inside.
Mitchell dishes to Wiggins. Mitchell kicks to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Here's Morris. It's tipped. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, covered by Mitchell. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
What more can you ask for?
Phenomenal here in the clutch. This is what fans tune in to see. This guy is the definition of the word clutch. He has all the trust in the world from his teammates in these kinds of situations.
46 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. Morris kicks to Wiggins. Count it!
He has a very well-rounded offensive game. There's just no shortage of ways Wiggins has to punish an opponent, inside, outside, or otherwise.
Timeout called, Anaheim. They're trailing by 3. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, and looking at how much time they have, I think it's likely we'll see them try to get a good look and score quickly.
.34 seconds left in the game. Wiggins against Gallinari. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Doncic. With some arc. Money! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one. That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And that's an intentional foul. Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2.
He was a part of that terrific draft class in 2017. Donovan Mitchell was somewhat unheralded, but may turn out to be the best of the bunch.
Timeout called, Anaheim. They're down by 3. We've got 13 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And right now, you can go for the 2 and then a quick foul, or go for the home run.
Let me tell you my vote. Whatever's the best look and takes the least amount of time.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, covered by Mitchell. Yes! And that shot brings them to within just 1. And the Timberwolves call time here. They're up by 1. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
You have to admire how calm he is under pressure at the free throw line in a key situation.
So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really, and a...
Yeah, you look sweet tonight.